has started already. Just enough else. Hmm? Am I supposed to sit? This thing has started. I'm talking. I'm supposed to see myself there. Hello. Good evening. Finally, here we are to start off the long awaited live session on English with Mike. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this very maiden live episode of this program. I am keenly aware that in this house are people from all walks of life. Of course, walks of life, not works of life. I'm sure we have artisans, we have engineers, medical doctors, we have students, we have lecturers and teachers, we have journalists, and so on. And so I will try as much as possible to accommodate all the attendees from these various backgrounds. Please permit me to quickly say this before we start. It is a live session. It is not purely a lecture. What that means, as I announced in the advertisement, not advertisement, but advertisement or advert for short, is that it will be interactive, meaning that I am expected to engage you. You should please air your views on what you are going to hear. You should please ask me questions. You should please challenge me. You should please offer constructive criticism, not destructive criticism, please, for I am open to encouragement, to adjustments. I'm open to further learning. Since I don't know everything, I humbly confess. Especially in view of the fact that, as I said just a few minutes ago, in the house we have lecturers, perhaps even many fellow lecturers of English. You probably know a lot. Maybe you even know more than I do. I am ready to learn from you and to continue to innovate my presentation skills, my knowledge base, and so on, as well as to hone my teaching skills. What are we discussing today? Well, interestingly enough, nothing in particular. Why not? Because one, English is vast, so vast that if we were to confine ourselves to a particular genre, a particular genre here. Or as I like to use the word, typology of the English language, we would remain here all night. We will not be able to exhaust even a single topic. So what do I intend to do? I'm checking the statistics here to see how many people who have joined. A few. I think I have just 6 so far. I may stylishly have to wait even while I present the very subject, broadly speaking, of a discussion for today. Well, the English language is not originally our own. As we know, it is borrowed from the whites, precisely originally from the British and the Americans, which means that it is not our mother tongue. For example, I am from the Cross River State region of Nigeria, West Africa. I am far from America, far from Great Britain. So I have my own indigenous language, my mother tongue. I am learning and teaching English as a second language. And to say it comically, some people are learning English as a third or fourth language. Why is that important? Well, it is important because our first language has a funny way of making inroads into our acquisition, our learning, if you like, of the English language. It is called linguistic interference. By that, it is meant that when we speak English, if we are not native speakers, and by the way, by native speakers, we mean American, British, Canadian, Australian, and so on, speakers of the English language, our mother tongue, our first language, even dialect in many cases, has a funny way of finding its root into our use of English. So that, for example, in pronunciation, we may find ourselves saying English words in the tongue of our parents. That is interference. In grammar, there are many interferential patterns, many interference patterns that may be noticed in what we say. It is called glitch. I guess it's corrected. I will have to be touching the screen from time to time so that it doesn't log itself or log me out. All right, so looking at the comment section below to see, want to do an opinion poll. I would like you to please sincerely tell me which aspect of the English language you would like us to focus primarily on. Primarily. Primarily. If I like, I can call it primarily, by the way, but not primarily. Of course, you know. So, from my previous opinion polls, a few conducted, I discovered that a lot of users of English from Africa, precisely, have their greatest challenges in pronunciation, the pronunciation patterns, or the pronunciation principles or examples of English. They have told me in confidence that they find it very difficult to pronounce accurately, much more to stress correctly English words. And I think it's rather ironic because pronunciation, whether it is encapsulated in oral English at the basic level or phonetics and phonology at the advanced level, for me, is the simplest part of the English language. Why is that? Because the sounds of English are inherently The sounds of English are inherently in our mouth and in our brain. The sounds of English are inherently in our mouth and brain. What do I mean? What I mean is that the 20 consonant sounds and the 24, or rather 20 vowel sounds and the 24 consonant sounds of the English language are inherently in us. All we need to do is to get to learn what sounds they are and how we can pronounce them correctly. You may think that that is quite a challenge, but you need to kindly listen to me. You need to kindly watch this to the end. It is recorded, meaning that you can watch it over and over again. Yes, just to refresh your memory and understanding of what we're going to discuss. At this juncture, not junction, at this juncture, please permit me to introduce us all to the sounds of English. The sounds of English. As I said a few minutes ago, there are 24 consonant sounds and 20 vowel sounds in English. Getting to know these sounds is pivotal. Pivotal, not pivotal. Pivotal to mastering the pronunciations of English. So we are going to painstakingly bring them out here and discuss them in considerable detail as an introduction today. And then subsequently, please, if it's okay by you, we will diversify this discussion to the advanced level of these sounds and their pronunciation, as well as any principles and exceptions to those principles that we need to understand. Once again, I assure you that phonetics and phonology is, by my assessment, the simplest aspect or genre of the English language. Take a look at what you find on the board. Here are the 20 vowel sounds of English. I am not going to present them in a particular order because we can pick up any one of them anytime. No technical explanations so far because we need to start from the basics. The 20 vowel sounds of English. Let's see how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, remainder 2. Can you identify the missing 2? Here we have the I, ear, we have ow, we have o, we have ur, we have oi, we have a, we have air. 2 are missing. Please check the comment section below and provide the missing two. Very interesting. Two vowel sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Two vowel sounds. If you get them right, there is a gift. If you drop the two missing vowel sounds here, there is a gift for you. So please check. What are the two missing vowel sounds here? We will leave the floor open for the next few minutes while we address these very ones. We address the ones we have on the board. This challenge will be open for the next, should we make it 10, 15, or 20 minutes? Let's make it for the next 20 minutes. So in the next 20 minutes, if you can provide the two missing vowel sounds, whether they are monophthongs, that is the single ones, the pure vowels, or the diphthongs, otherwise known as impure vowels or glides. These ones, the diphthongs, are called glides or impure vowels. The monophthongs are also known as the pure vowels. So check very, very well. I'm giving you a few minutes to provide us with the missing vowel sounds. And you stand to take a gift for your ingenuity. I'm waiting. And we may as well proceed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your clue is that the diphthongs are complete. The missing vowel sounds will come from among the monophthongs. Let's look at examples of words that have the first sound. We find that usually in words like marriage, the first A in marriage. Please note that the second letter A is not pronounced A. It is pronounced E, so that what we have in actual pronunciation is marriage, not marriage or marriage. It's marriage. But the first A is pronounced as in marriage. We find that in madam. Here again, it is the underlined A. See that? The second letter A is the sure. So it is not madam or madame. I usually hear many people say madame, but it is madam. The first A is that sound. There are longer words like cannabis. By the way, I don't take cannabis, just an example. Cannabis. Right? That's cannabis, underlined here. We have it in adamant. Adamant. The first letter A. The two ensuing letter A's are pronounced in both cases. So they transmute into the sure, so that this word is not adamant, but adamant. Adamant. The A appears only in the initial position. Examples abound. In the comment section below, would you kindly provide other words? I'm checking, trying to check. Please provide other words that have that sound. I'm trying to see if there are any comments. Please drop your comments. None yet. The vulture is a patient bird, so I'm eagerly waiting for your comments. I'm waiting for more words with this sound, the sound. I'm waiting. Does this word have the sound? Is it underlined here? Is it the same sound underlined in this word? No. Incidentally, this word is pastor. We can put this in brackets, which means it can be removed. So we have pastor, not pastor. But in American pronunciation, yes. In American pronunciation, it does. In British pronunciation, it is the R. That is the long R with the length marker, colon, dot up, dot down. However, this word does have the sound. Sorry. This have it, has it. This word has it. Pasture. The greenery of vegetation that serves as feed for animals. Pasture has it. But this doesn't have it. This is pasture. All right, I'm still waiting. I haven't seen any comment on the missing two vowel sounds. I'm waiting. Okay, the screen is not very bright. 1 minute. It's not showing on my screen. Not showing on mine. Okay. Oh, what I see here is and and that's correct. Oh, who is this? Robert Mercy. Mercy Robert. Wonderful. What have you earned yourself? 2,000 Naira recharge card. If you like, you can get it in cash. Mercy, you know how to get across to me for your 2,000 Naira recharge card. That's really beautiful for a start. So we just include these two to sum up the chart, the vowel chart. And as I said earlier, we are not so particular about the position of these sounds here. Our emphasis is on getting to know them. Let's do a rundown of all of them now that we have them complete. What do we have here? We have R, or, I, U, U, A. This is not all, please. The sure, the sure. The sure is the shortest and weakest vowel sound in English. It often appears in unstressed syllables, only in unstressed syllables. The sure. Then we have a combination of plus E. What do you think? Plus E would typically give us something like this. I, homophone, letter I. So this is not I, it is I, just as the organ of sight, the eye. Can you think of one more word in English that is pronounced I? Can you think of any other word in English? I'm looking at the comment section now. Can you think of any other word in English that is pronounced I? Well, it may be difficult, but it is AYE. It's no longer used in contemporary English. It has been relegated to literature. I, it means yes. This is not aye. It is not the Yoruba word aye. It is the English word I. And all of them are simply pronounced I. All right? I guess it is easier to learn how to pronounce the diphthongs, the paired vowel sounds, than it is to pronounce the monophthongs. And so once again, now that we have our complete list, I will just continue with the discussion, focusing primarily on the diphthongs. So A plus E, I. Examples include words like right. Give us homophones, please. Write down the homophones there. I for right. This is another one. Right. Okay. We have this. Right. Perhaps you know this. This right. We have it. And this right. However, this often appears in the plural number, like funeral rites, rite of passage, transition from youth to adulthood, for instance, right? So, but when we pluralize it, it is no longer a homophone of these, except we also pluralize all of them. In either case, in their base format, they are all called r, I, t, right. R, I, t, right. Very easy to transcribe. Check it. R, I, t. Remember that this is I. So I'm giving you mnemonic devices. A mnemonic device written this way with the initial M silent, mnemonic. A mnemonic device is also known as memory aid. Memory aid. Anything that helps you to remember is a memory aid or mnemonic device. So for all these sounds, especially the diphthongs, we will be presented with mnemonic devices, letters and letter combinations that give us clues to the correct pronunciation of those words. What it means is that once we understand the mnemonic devices, such as these ones, then it becomes impossible forever, as long as we live and have our memory, our brain intact, to forget that sound. That's the implication. Let's continue. So all of them are called right. This word is pronounced exactly the same as this. They are both pronounced bridle. Bridle. So please be careful. You do not bridle your tongue. You don't bridle your tongue. You bridle your tongue. All right? Such as we have in this other word, bridle, like bridal shower. Bridal shower. Bridal. Does this word have it? What do you think? Does this word have the I sound? I'm sorry, no. For this is not granite, but granite. Granite is a type of stone. especially used in building. Granite, not granite. Similarly, this word does not have the I sound as it is pronounced favorite, favorite, not favorite. I'm looking at the comment section to know, oh, somebody dropped right. Yes, yes, Mark Celebrate dropped right. Right is already here. We have 4 words called right in English, by the way, all of them pronounced right. And Mercy dropped a rye. Oh, this is interesting, especially because many people pronounce it Ori. When things go awry, take note, please. When things go awry, blah, blah, blah. That is when things go wrong. So that word is not Ori, but awry, to go wrong. I'm looking at it. Okay, someone dropped idle. Beautiful. There is another word called idle. Would you please pronounce it or rather drop it here? Would you? Treasure, treasure Basi. Please give us another word that is pronounced the same as this, that is a homophone. Remember homophones? Homophones are 2 or more words that are pronounced exactly the same, even though they are obviously different in spelling and meaning. 2 words are different in spelling and meaning, but they are pronounced exactly the same. So please give us a homophone for IDOL, idle. Let me wait for a few seconds and see if Treasure Bassi will drop the homophone for this. Okay. Someone dropped aviation. Aviation. What sound does aviation have? Aviation does not have I. Doesn't have the I sound. It has the A sound. Aviation. Aviation. It's not aviation or aviation. Treasure Bassi, I'm waiting for you to kindly drop the homophone for idle. Let me help you. It is idle. Idle. Right? Idle. That's it. Don't stay. Do not stay idle. Get busy. Don't stay idle. Get busy. Do not worship an idol. Don't worship an idol. Worship the only true God. Those are sentence examples. Let's have another line of words with the I sound, please, and any possible homophones. Rack your brains, not crack your brains, I beg. Rack your brains. Rack, not crack your brains. So rack your brains, please, and pronounce or give us more words with the I sound. What do you call this? What is it called? What is that word called? It is pronounced exactly the same as this, right? SIGHT is pronounced exactly the same as CITE. There is one more word that is pronounced exactly the same as these two. Sight. Let me wait a little, 30 seconds or less. Okay. Treasure Bassi gave us aisle. Aisle. We're looking for the homophone for idle, which is ideally. This one, aisle, is pronounced the same as this, right? Both of them are called isle. Isle. This is an island, and this is the space between 2 rows of seats, such as the aisle in a hall. Then site, we also have SITE. For example, the site where construction is taking place. The site where construction is taking place. This can be either a verb or a noun. As a noun, it means vision. It means vision, sight. As a verb, it means see. See. Can you sight him now? Can you see him now? This sight, CITE, means mention. Cite an example. Cite an example means mention an example, or cite a case, mention a case. We've defined this. All of them are pronounced s, I, and t. Can you see? Very simple. S, I, t, sight. So you see, you can transcribe English words. That's why we decided to begin with these basic ones. The moment you can transcribe these words in whole, it means that the problem is more than halfway solved. In the exam hall, you are usually not asked to transcribe the whole word. Instead, not instead, remember, instead, the examiner requires that you identify an underlined sound. But now that you can transcribe the whole word, how much easier it is to identify just a single sound in the word. That becomes a child's play. Somebody dropped might, and that's Treasure Basi, beautiful. Might. Treasure, please provide us with homophones. Give us the homophone for might. Give us the word in English that is pronounced exactly the same as this. Please don't think of this. Please don't give us this. This is not might, but myth. And it is abbreviated. It is clipped from mythology. Mythology, like fairy tale, a false story, an imaginary person, event, place, or idea is a myth. Myth, not might. So please, yeah, I'm checking. Rebecca dropped irony, beautiful. But let's get the homophone for might. Do you remember the widow's mite in the Bible? Jesus spoke about a poor widow, an aged widow who dropped in all the coins she had in the temple treasury chest. It is proverbially known today as the widow's mite. This mite, please, not this. The widow's mite. The mite was a type of coin used in ancient days or times. Okay, so I'm looking at the comments here. Beautiful, beautiful. Somebody dropped irony. Irony. Where is the stress on irony? Of course, the first syllable. Irony. The first letter I, the first letter there, the I, is the one we're talking about here. So irony. Not ironio. It's not irony, but irony. So I see irony. Okay. Night. That's another beautiful example. And this night is this. Okay. Night. Please give us synonyms, or rather homophones for night, for this night. Would you please give us homophones for this night? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Treasure, that's you still. We need the homophone for KNIGHT. We need a homophone for KNIGHT, night. Of course, the first letter K is silent, so the word is not pronounced knight. It's not pronounced knight, but night. That's why it's silent. And right now, it's night where I am. It's night. Okay, so we have this night. That's another word called night. You just remove the K from the first word, you get your night. One more word, pronounced night. One more word. There is a little cash gift for getting the last word here, pronounced night. So I'll wait for 1 minute. If you get this quickly, 30 seconds or less, in fact, because of time, you have a little cash gift. You have a recharge card. So please look for one more word that is pronounced night. Meanwhile, we are set to introduce the next diphthong. One more word. Yes, Treasure got it. Beautiful. Night, as in nightclub. Night. Okay, so we have night. So Treasure, you have a 500 Naira recharge card for getting it right. That's it. So all of them are homophones pronounced night. Okay, we move on to the next diphthong, the ow. The ow. Let's take that one here. Ow. What's the mnemonic device? What is the mnemonic device? How do we remember this sound? Ow. Ow. Just think. Ow. Ow. How do we remember it? We used words like letter I, like EYE, the I, and AYE, I in literature, meaning yes, to remember the sound I. Please drop in the comment section below any letter or letter combination that can help us remember this one, the ow. Think, check. I'm waiting. I can wait for the next 20 seconds. Look for any word or letter that can help us remember this sound combination, this diphthong, ow. Okay, Amarachi Mon dropped owl, owl. Okay, somebody dropped, Treasure dropped, oh, Treasure dropped bowl. That is bowl, not bowl. That is bowl. I'm waiting for who will get it right. Ow. 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 We leave it open until someone gets it. But yes, we find it in words like owl. So this is owl, not owl. It's a night bird, a nocturnal bird, nocturnal. Nocturnal. It is often found at night. It's active at night. That's the meaning of nocturnal. So we are learning vocabulary in phonology. Nocturnal. Owl. All right. Here I see how. That's correct. How is correct. That's it. Okay, more examples, please. Only two words have been dropped here. Only two words have been dropped here. Owl and how. What do you call these words? What do you call this word? Many people call it floor. They talk of floor for baking. Floor for baking. But no, it is pronounced exactly the same as this. So both of them are pronounced flower. Flower. See that? So that is it. Flower, not floor. Cow, yes. Cow. Does cow have a homophone? Cow. Now, what do you call SOW when it's used as a noun and is an animal? A female pig is a what? A female pig is a what? It is a sow. A female pig is a sow. But if you use this as a verb, which means to plant, then it is sow. For instance, you sow seed. You sow seed or a seed. Okay? However, as a female pig, it is a sow. Rebecca gift. Yes, Rebecca dropped our. Beautiful. Rebecca dropped our. So let's see if there are any homophones for our. H-O-U-R. Any homophone, Rebecca gift? Please drop the homophone for our. Let's wait a little. Rebecca, please drop the homophone. Drop the word that is pronounced exactly the same as our. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. While we wait, yes. Kingsley Williams dropped O-U-R. That's correct. Why? Because the H in our is not pronounced. It is silent. And since it's silent, it means once you remove it, what you have is O-U-R. That's why this is a homophone of that. So our. What do you call this word? What do you call this word? I usually hear devour. Devour. That a lion can devour blah, blah, blah. A lion can devour. No, it is devour. Devour. So this is devour. Look at it. Devour. There's something I would like you to do, please. Whenever you come here on this channel, especially this area of English, keep a dictionary. Dictionary, not dictionary, by the way. Keep a dictionary near you so that you can corroborate, so that you can confirm these things and be doubly sure. Dictionary. Beautiful. Tower. I see tower, not tower. Tower. That's a good example. Tower. What about this? Does it have the sound? Does this word, T-O-W-E-L, T-O-W-E-L, does it have the ow sound? Does it have it? Check. Does it have it? Yes. For it is correctly pronounced towel, not towel. It is not towel or towel, but towel. So towel, as in towel, tower, towel. Excuse me. Devour, hour, and so on. Treasure Bassi dropped power. Yes. We have power. So that's it. And so on. If you have more words with this sound, please drop them in the comment section. I will take the time to check through your comments and respond appropriately. Okay? So that's the owl. That's the owl. Look at this. Here we have E and E. What does that give us? Something like this. You see the memory aid now. Ear. Ear. The organ of hearing. Ear. This one. Ear. E, ear. E, ear. So to transcribe ear, this one, all you need to do is E, and R in bracket because it can be removed. Ear. Very simple. Look it up in your dictionary. Not look for it, okay? Not look for it in your dictionary, but look it up. Not even look at it in the dictionary, but look it up, UP. So E equals ear. That's your mnemonic device. Let's start. Please look for words with the ear sound. We have an accumulation of such words in English with the ear sound. Let me set the pace. Okay, Kingsley Williams has dropped here. Please give us the homophone. Give us the homophone for, oh, is it fear? Oh, I see. He dropped fear. Yes, that's correct. Fear. That's it. Fear. Let's provide the homophone for hear. 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 Can we? Good. Malachi Monk has provided it. Beautiful. H-E-R-E. Both of them are pronounced here. Both of them are pronounced here. That's it. What do you call this word? Is it me or mere? Is it me or mere? It is mere. That's it. Mere. Mere trouble. Mere problems. Okay. Malachi Monk has dropped S-C-A-R, but I don't know the meaning. I don't know the meaning of S-E-A-R. Would you please drop the meaning of that word? I humbly confess I don't know every English word. I have never seen this one before, whether in a dream or in real life. Seer is pending, please, until we know the meaning. Okay, she has dropped gear. That's fine. Gear is fine. Gear. That's it. So it's not gear, but gear. What do you call this word? It's a bit long, longer than these ones. What is it called? Look at it. Got it very well. What is it called? H-Y-S, H-Y-S-T-E-R-I-A. What is it called? Is it hysteria or hysteria or hysteria or hysteria? What is it called? This is a transcription. Hysteria. If I like, I can do it this way. Hysteria. Some sort of frenzy or restlessness is hysteria. But now look, ear, hysteria. So the letter E here gives us the same sound as IA. In English, there is no perfect letter to sound correspondence, meaning that there is no hard and fast rule that this letter must be pronounced this way in all cases, or because this letter is pronounced this way, that one must be pronounced No, it doesn't follow. No perfect letter to sound correspondence. That is why a single letter can give us many sounds, different sounds, as we're going to see in the course of this program. Not today. This is just the introduction to the pronunciation system of English, beginning with vowel sounds. We're looking for more words with the ear sound. The ear sound. Think. What do you call this? What is this called? B-E-A-R-D. B-E-A-R-D is pronounced, is it bird? Is this thing I'm touching at? Or I'm touching rather? This thing I'm touching. Is it a bird or a beard? It is a beard. Beard. But if you want bird, get it here. This one is bird. B-E, or rather B-I-R-D, bird. B-E-A-R-D, beard. Beard. Okay, I think there are more words. How do we pronounce dear and, oh, beautiful. The two words are pronounced the same. That's a brilliant one, Treasure. Thanks for bringing this to our notice. Did I delete anything there? I'm afraid I did. Not sure. Okay, so you dropped yes, D-E-A-R, which is pronounced the same as this animal. This one means beloved, but this is an animal in the zoological family of the goat. The deer is in the family of the goat. Both of them are called deer. You see? That's it. Both of them are called deer. Yes. Let's take one more example before we move to the last sound here, if available. Please drop it there. So we quickly, how many do we have left of the diphthongs? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The prompter says that our time is almost up. And so we should begin to round off the session. Round off, not round up, right? We should begin to round off the session. So when we come back, God willing, we will look into the phonemic constitution of these ones, as well as word examples in which they appear. Please take note. This is just an introduction. It is a mere, we haven't done anything at all. Everything here is just the introduction. When we are done with the introduction, we will start the real practice of transcription. There will be several exercises for all of us. Both exercises that we can do here while the lecture is on, the session is on, and exercises that we may want to take home, do, and submit in our next class, or I will show you a corner in quotes where you can drop your assignments as an assessment technique in the course of the program. So we are rounding off here. It is beautiful to be with you. We are so few, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, and we have taken that step. A round of applause for all of you. Applause, not applause, right? Applause, applause, not applause. Round of applause for all of you who are able to make it here today. Please tell others so that in our next session we have a fuller house, and the link and time for that session will be announced in due time. Thank you once again. It's my pleasure to be with you this evening. This is English with Mike, sponsored exclusively so far by Cheshire Internet Test and Training Center. Cheshire is spelled Chishire. Cheshire. Please Google that name. You can learn a whole lot in that academy or training center. Until we meet again, this is English with Mike. Well done and goodbye.